missus told me she was pregnant. First thoughts was excited, shocked, was so happy. It's the first time I'd actually been happy in ages, in a really long time. The second thought after that, shit. What am I going to do? I now have to make sure that I earn enough money to, feed another mouth. Make sure that I've got enough money to buy the things that a baby needs. Babies can be expensive. It's like starting a small business. The startup cost is ridiculous. They get cheaper as they go along, and then they get more expensive again. I started to worry about everything I didn't know. I didn't know things about babies. Didn't know how to feed them. Didn't know how to change them. Didn't know how to bath them. I didn't know anything. I was fortunate enough that I had a bit of time. And I was able to learn some things in theory. There's only so much you can learn from audio books and podcasts. Makes it difficult. Spend the next 8 months still stressing. What if something happens? First trimester, there's so much chance of losing that baby. So much. Well, things that I've heard just made me worry. Didn't want to tell anybody too early because what if it didn't happen? The whole pregnancy, Mrs. got sick. She wasn't great. Constantly just nauseous all the time. Stressing about whether she was going to be okay. Still stressed about if the baby was going to be okay. Didn't know what it was. Didn't know it was a boy. Didn't know it was a girl. Keep that a surprise. But that was the first thoughts. So happy. But shit. I know nothing. So if you're a first time dad, be a dad again, you're a step parent, that's what you're thinking, you're not alone. It's what so many people, so many men think. So many men think it. It's just you're a younger fella, you don't really have mates that have kids already. It's your first. You don't know who to talk to about that, or you can't talk to them about that. You don't have a father in your life. It can be overwhelming and hard. You may not have the luxury of having that time and the ability to be able to learn things through podcasts or audio books or YouTube. Some people, their missus goes through some horrendous pregnancies. Horrendous. Sick. Severe mood swings are another one. So many changes happen to a woman's body that they have to deal with. And as their partner, you've got to try and help them through that while not understanding what they're going through. Hard. Very, very hard. Everybody says, speak up, ask for help. But that isn't always the way that people can't do that. I can't do that. Managed to get all this knowledge in theory, but there's no changes to a man's body. He doesn't feel that heartbeat growing inside of him. He doesn't. A lot of times you don't get to feel the movement, so they always seem to go quiet as soon as the missus goes, "Oh, quick, come have a look, have a feel." All this build up, this long wait, and then one day, one night, after a short labour, a long labour, there's a new part of your family. And it is terrifying. Especially if not everything goes to plan. There's complications. The baby comes early, it's late. It can become very stressful. And you need to be able to have your partner's back in that time. You need to be able to keep them calm. People don't realise how much strain can happen for dads during that labour. From my experience, it was one of the most beautiful but terrifying things that I've ever been through in my life. To see the person that you love in absolute agony and knowing there is zero you can do about it. Nothing. Well, thinking there's nothing you can do about it, but even just being there helps. Being present with your partner helps. Giving them water, massaging them. That's what got you there in the first place. Guaranteed. The birth of my son was a short labour. It didn't go for long. But I was on edge that whole time. And when he was finally there, finally he was out, finally heard him cry, there was a wave come over me. A relief. You made it. I'm still trying to hold it together while Mrs. is getting looked after. Trying to cut the cord. It was dark and the outside wasn't the best as it is. Starting to cry. It's like all of a sudden this adrenaline just hit me. It's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. That moment was it. And it shrunk down just to that moment. There was just that moment. All cleaned up, found out he was healthy. That moment passed. The next thought was, shit. I gotta help look after another person here. Another person that in theory I can look after, but in practice, not so much. Zero experience. Zero. You start to worry. You start to worry again. Yeah, right, yeah, you can go home. It's like, go home. He's gonna give me this thing that can't look after itself. And I gotta look after it. Yeah. People talk about the newborn not sleeping or they feed through the night. For some cases that could be true. I just didn't sleep because I was stressed. And then, I was worried about the missus. She'd be recovering okay. And then over night time, is he still breathing? Is he still alive? I still, every morning before I go to work, give him a little bit of a shake. Yeah, he's still breathing, he's still alive. He's now 5 months, every morning before I leave. But I'm still so terrified. Still worry that I'm going to be able to give them the life that they deserve. Worry that I could be okay. Not that I can be a good dad. I worry about that so much. The days that I'm tired, frustrated, so much harder, but I'm not always the best at it. There's times where I look at my beautiful little boy and I can't fathom how me, a seemingly broken individual in my own eyes, can make something, be a part of making something just so perfect. Because he is. is the most perfect little thing, man. I've never really spoken to anybody about this sort of stuff. The whole reason I wanted to start Baker in the Oven boxes, it wasn't for the money. I was never looking to make squillions of dollars. I want to be able to give support, communication to soon-to-be dads or dads that wouldn't usually get it. Fellas working FIFO, they're away from their missus while they're pregnant, 2 or 3 weeks at a time. People in the military, traveling, into different countries, into different bases. Blokes without father figures they can't talk to. Blokes without a lot of mates. Farmers that spend time out in the fields by themselves most of the day. So we open up that communication and create a bit of a community for dads. Sometimes it's easier to talk to people that you don't really know. Somebody that can just listen. But also make it easier for women to be able to connect to their partner as well. These boxes, they have little snacks in them. Not they're good for your snacks. They're snacks. They taste good. They make you feel good. They make your brain feel good. If you're a pregnant Sheila, okay, get your partner one of these boxes. They come with questions. They come with information that Dad's going to find funny. The questions that are going to help you connect with your partner. Either way. Information that is easy to digest. Try and knock a bit of that stress off. Just want everyone to be able to be better together. I don't want people to feel. I don't want men to feel the way that I felt. I've just got home. And there's my beautiful missus and my beautiful little boy. Just sleep.